at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. Young wasting no time, right to the air. He's got him in, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Hill going to go in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Levis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Levis. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but The attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Levis sets up to throw here. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Young will set to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this one, this game's going to be won on the outside.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
It's Young off play action. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14 to 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Levis. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Second and 10. In motion, Hill. 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run for it with A-Chain. Still going inside the 20. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers 13. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, they go back to A-Chain. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Shark goes in motion left. Second down, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Young. Flush to his right. He's got it with the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Dolphins 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, here's Levis. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Following the interception, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This is caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing, Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Dolphins 14.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Levis out of the shotgun now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A 1st down throw for Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Levis now on 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis throwing again on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Levis. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First and 10, it's Levis.
And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Running right, here's A-Chain.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd and 2. Again, it's A-Chain.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Levis throwing for it on 4th. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards.
And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That throw by Young incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety back all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young working out of the gun. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Levis now on second down. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's a toss left for A-Chain. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Isabella now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Pushes past him. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Young's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Young. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. To the air once more, Young.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Marshall coming in motion right. It'll be Young again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the red zone now, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Levis.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And his pass incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw, Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
It's Young on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Young. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Emmanuel Wagner that time, able to drop him for a loss.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be third and forever. Young will set to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Hill going to go in motion right. Levis now on 1st and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now they're in the hurry up. A second down throw from Levis. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 6 now. Second down, here's Levis. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Levis on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a running play now with Chark. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6. But, look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. 1st down, Young. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Young. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football.
34-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Levis.
And his throw is incomplete.
You have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Tannehill to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Throwing Tannehill. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Carolina, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head